not holding back, letting my true colors show. No time to waste, so I've just gotta let go. Ignore what they say, unapologetic with me. Shout it out loud, hey, hey, sing it to the world. Being the authentic me. Sing it to the world. Being authentic, no we. Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having an amazing day and an amazing week. So last video I shared my MRI experience, and now I'm going to share, the results of that and then my treatment plan for my headaches. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first the results of my MRI. So I got the results back from the MRI place, so not from my neurologist because they had to send those results over. So from the MRI place, they said that I have a brain cyst. And a brain cyst, as I mentioned in my first medical video, is a non-cancerous tumor. It's not even necessarily always a tumor. It's a growth in your brain that can cause symptoms, and it's like an excess of fluid, and sometimes they'd have to remove it or they'd have to drain it, and that would be surgically. So as I mentioned in the first video, I thought I had to get brain surgery because when I looked up a cyst online, it gave me multiple different types of cysts and the treatments for them. And the treatments were always like surgery for removal or surgery for draining the cyst. And if it was a non-cancerous tumor cyst, so like it was called a tumor, then you would use chemo to get rid of it. So I was kind of preparing myself mentally for like, oh, I might need brain surgery. Like that's a very real possibility. But when I went back to my neurologist, she confirmed that I did have a cyst, but it's a very loose term apparently because I don't have like the growth cyst. Like I don't have a sac of fluid that needs to be removed or drained. Instead, I just have a little bit of a wider space between my two halves of my brain, and that just has a little bit of excess fluid. So there's nothing that they need to do about it. So I technically, medically, I have a cyst, but it's not anything to worry about. It's not a concern. So that's a big relief. I'm very glad about that. So now onto the headaches. I'm still getting them regularly. They're starting to go away. And all of this happened about 7, maybe 8 weeks ago, I want to say. So at the same appointment where I found out that I don't need brain surgery, we started talking about, treatments and kind of what I can do to get rid of those headaches. So I am on a diet to get rid of the headaches, and I actually have a list of foods I'm supposed to avoid right here. And it's a very long list. It's very detailed. And it's very hard to avoid some of these foods. I can read a couple examples of them just to kind of give you guys a little sneak peek. So just some of the foods I can't have. I can't have any, dried fruits. I can't have any nuts. I can only have black beans. The only cheese, dairy I can have is cottage cheese or mozzarella cheese. And no processed meat, so no sausage, no pepperoni, none of that kind of stuff. I can't have any tomatoes or canned tomatoes, which is a little strange. No avocados, no onions, no vegetable oil. The list just goes on, and some of them are ingredients as well, so like BHT or malted barley, which I have found out is in a lot of snack foods like crackers and cereals and pretzels and things like that. So I have to avoid all of those foods. So in addition to the diet, I am also on some supplements and medications. So I have to take magnesium, which is an over-the-counter supplement, and I have to take that twice a day. So I take that morning and night, and then whenever I get a headache or I feel a headache coming on, I have to take another magnesium and then either Aleve or ibuprofen. And then if my headache persists and doesn't stop after taking that medication, then I have to take a prescription pill called sumatriptan, and it's supposed to help relieve the headache. So one thing that I found that was very interesting when we went to the neurologist is that all of my headaches are considered migraines. I have gotten migraines in the past that are actual migraines where like my vision completely goes away. I can't like listen to anything because otherwise it like hurts my head even more. I get nauseous, like the migraine symptoms, whereas these are just headaches that I can push through and I can still do things. So I didn't consider them migraines, but my neurologist told me that they are, just that it started out with a migraine, but then the migraine created headaches which are triggering each other. So the whole point of the diet and the supplements is to stop the headaches because then they'll stop triggering each other, which I think is really interesting that like you have one headache and then it raises the possibility of having one the next day and the next day and the next day because they trigger each other. So today is May 24th. You probably won't see this video for about a week, but as of today, I'm on day 4 of no headache. So that's good because my neurologist said that I have to go 7 days without a headache, and then I can slowly start reintroducing foods into my diet. So that means that in 3 days, if I don't have a headache, I'm gonna introduce one food into my diet and then see if that triggers it. And then if it doesn't, then I can keep on eating that and then slowly add more things in until I find what's triggering the headaches and find what's causing them. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my treatment plans so far for my headaches and kind of what I'm working on diet-wise and then medication-wise to try and help these headaches and make them go away. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends. Being authentic, no, we